Hello everyone, Steven here from Brother Lessons. Guys, welcome back to another review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And in this video, we're actually going to be taking a look at a fragrance by the company Wiseguys, and the fragrance goes by the name Vegas Cologne. Now, this is a pretty cool looking bottle. The perfumer behind this one is John Matthews, and I don't have a year of release for this one. Now, I want to start off a little bit talking a little bit about the creative director behind this company and this brand. His name is O.G. Gabriel, and I actually had the opportunity to speak to this gentleman on the phone, and he told me a little bit about his upbringing, where he came from, where he started. He was actually born in Israel, and he was an Israeli bodybuilder, and then when he came to the States, he didn't have any change. He didn't have any money, not a dime in his pocket, and he actually went from having nothing to owning his own gym, having really great clientele, one of whom was Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra actually used to go to his gym, and he decided to start this brand basically based around 1940s, 1950s noir-themed Las Vegas, hence the whole dark concept of the bottles and everything. If you've seen the ads, they kind of coincide with that as well. Now, when he was approached by this gentleman, John Matthews, to create this fragrance, initially, he was actually a little bit apprehensive about it. He didn't know if he wanted to go ahead and go through with it because, you know, his passion was the fitness industry. So he actually brought him a few trials of different fragrances, and there was this one fragrance that he fell in love with. And he decided to produce them a little bit more, and unfortunately, now it cannot be produced anymore because of the they can't source the ingredients for it, but he has worked with them to make a few other fragrances, one of them being this one, which is called Vegas Cologne. Now, I would classify this one as a gourmand, and I want us to start things off by taking a look at the presentation. So here's the bottle for Vegas Cologne by Wiseguys. You have this picture, I guess laser etched into the bottle. It kind of makes it look like a novelty scent, but honestly, the smell is beyond novelty. You really just have to try it out in order to get the full effect of it. The bottle is rather simplistic, which I think really gives way to the affordability of the scent. The atomizer is stunning. The distribution is so wide. Just an excellent smelling scent, really cool presentation. Again, rather on the simple side, but nonetheless, that was a presentation for Vegas Cologne by Wiseguys. One of my subscribers, Roger, writes, "Love this fragrance, long-lasting juice." He actually also included a picture in there of all of the swag that you receive when you order this fragrance from O.G. Gabriel. He really knows how to hook it up. Vaughn writes, "I love this vanilla caramel cologne. It projects like crazy. I love it." And then Christoph concludes by writing, "You better love it, or else." Now, I classified this fragrance as a gourmand scent, and I certainly have to stick to my guns on that one. Now, this is a gourmand slash sweet scent. Why? Because it contains notes like vanilla, and I get a little bit of tonka bean from this one too. Even though I don't think it's listed as a note, I get caramel, I get this resinous sort of dry down. I think the resin might be benzoin. I get a little bit of cocoa or cacao in this one too. It's a beautiful scent. It's a very sweet scent, very rich and delectable. It actually opens up very rich, very loudly, and very bold. And actually, as it starts to dry down, you do have this pipe tobacco note that starts to come out, and I really think that it adds this maturity and sophistication to the composition, which I think in turn promotes the longevity of the fragrance and the versatility of the fragrance as it pertains to the age range of who can wear this one. In the opening, when it is sweet, you sort of picture like this youthful quality about it, so you think to yourself, well, I think I would imagine this on a teenager, somebody in their 20s, but once that tobacco note starts to come out, you really start to envision somebody a little bit older, a little bit more mature, somebody who's set in their ways, wearing this scent very comfortably. Now, there are also some other boozy accords to it. There's the note of, I think it's bourbon, and then you also get a little bit of whiskey. And I definitely get that, more so in the opening when I think that perfumer's alcohol is lingering. But overall, I get like this honeyed accord from the composition. And I think the blend of different notes makes this fragrance familiar to me. It actually smells a lot like another one that I have in my collection. I actually love this one. I've owned it for a couple of years. This one is called Angel Men Pure Havane by Thierry Mugler. Now, I want to say that these two scents are like 95% similar to one another. So that remaining 5%, what is the difference? I think this one smells a little bit sweeter. I think, like I said, there's this honeyed accord in the opening. And I think the vanilla is a little bit stronger. I think there's less of an emphasis on those secondary notes that you find in Pure Havana, and it's really those gourmands and the fixatives that really give it this backbone, this oomph that it has in the dry down. I think this is an amazing fragrance. Definitely a staple in my collection, at least for the fall and winter. What about compliments? I actually did get a few compliments from this one. My fiance complimented me on it when she got into my car one day, but then again, she compliments me when I wear Angel Men Pure Malt and Pure Havana, so it was really no surprise there, and I believe I got one other compliment at work. Let's finish things off by taking a look at the rating. First up, we have uniqueness and overall smell, and this fragrance has an excellent smell. Like I said, I love the gourmand nuances to it. I love that moist pipe tobacco and how it brings about this air of maturity to the composition. The only thing about it is that I don't think it's the most unique scent in the world, just because it does bear a lot of resemblance to Angel Men Pure Havana. But what I love about this one is that it's basically a sweeter version of Pure Havana for like half the price. So I think that really gives it the one up. As far as longevity goes, longevity on this one is above average to excellent. I actually got 8 hours on my skin, and the projection was not failing either. The projection on this one is above average to excellent. Now, it doesn't have a lot of top notes like citrus and herbs and aromatics, so it doesn't project as loudly, but because of its overabundance of base notes, it will project a little bit closer to the skin, but for a longer period of time. So I actually got like 3 to 4 hours projection on this one. Just keep in mind, it is going to be a little bit more subtle, and for the occasions for which this is appropriate, especially if you're going to wear in like a shirt and tie, suit and tie, you really don't want to choke anybody out. As far as versatility on this one goes, I think the versatility on this one is excellent. You can wear it casually because of the price point, very affordable. You can wear it on a night out because it has that sweetness, so I don't think you'd be risking anything wearing this one on a date or a party or a bar or a club or something like that. I think it would actually be perfect, and because of that pipe tobacco note, I see the maturity in it, so I could actually wear this one in a shirt and tie or suit and tie. As far as age range, I think anybody can wear it. As far as seasons though, it is compromised a little bit. I can really only see this one being worn in the fall and winter, maybe on a cool spring night, not in the dead of summer. I think you would be choking yourself out and those around you. And as far as presentation goes, I think it leaves a lot to the imagination, but I think that the simplistic presentation really contributes to the affordability of this product. Overall score for this one, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. Now, in my opinion, Angel Men Pure Havana is a 10 out of 10. It's an amazing scent. This one, I feel like imitation is the best form of flattery, and it does bear a lot of similarities to Angel Men Pure Havana. So I think that the uniqueness is compromised just a little bit, but like I said, it does things in its own way. It is a little bit sweeter, kind of has like this honeyed overtone to it. It's an amazing scent. It's definitely one that you need to have in your collection if you are a fan of gourmand scents, or if you're trying to build up your fall and winter arsenal. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. That was my review on Vegas Cologne by Wiseguys. If you own or have tried this scent, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Also, OG Gabriel, thank you so much for affording me the opportunity to get my nose on this amazing scent. So once again, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This has been Steven with another fragrance review from Red Essence. We'll see you guys soon.